46 Solutions is your technology partner. To experience this showroom for yourself and all this amazing technology, visit 46solutions.com.
When water invades your home, serious damage can follow. This is no time for second best. Get immediate help from the real experts at Paul Davis. Water and residual moisture, when not thoroughly removed, damages floors, walls, and furnishings, as it can create a toxic black mold called Stachybotrys. That's why insurance professionals have been trusting Paul Davis for over 50 years. They know for certain that this is no time for second best.
This weekend at Ashley Home Store's President's Day Early Access Sale. Buy one, get one 50% off. Plus, no interest for 12 months. Buy a sofa, get the love seat half off. Or get 0% interest for 5 years. Friday through Monday only at Ashley Home Store.
When news breaks, Kentucky turns to WKYT. Closed captioning on WKYT is sponsored by Cumberland Valley National Bank.
It has been a snowy start to the month of February. That's going to roll on into the overnight. We'll talk about new totals coming up.
Kentucky is preparing to open regional vaccine sites this week. Governor Beshear gives an update on the rollout and the frustration some people have faced in trying to sign up.
2 men arrested in Lexington for their involvement in the Capitol riots. Details from investigators.
WKYT News starts now with First Alert Weather.
Good evening to you. We woke up to snow this morning and more is on the way.
It is a WKYT First Alert Weather Day. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey tracking how much more snow we could see. Chris?
You know, officially on the day, Lexington right at 2 inches of snow, and we're likely to add another half to an inch or so on top of that with another band that rolls through. Eastern Kentucky will do it a little better. Winter weather advisory is out for all the real estate you see in the blue. Now, you don't have that across northern Kentucky, but you know what? You're still going to get in on some of the snows there. Another inch or so possible for the metro and points just west. And we drop that off to coatings the farther west that you get toward Louisville and 65. Farther to the east, another 1, 2, or local 3-inch snowfall with some higher amounts across the high ground of far southeastern parts of Kentucky. Here's the view that we have from our tower cam as we look across the fields toward Hamburg Pavilion. Again, 2 inches of snow. We've had some lighter snows for the better part of the day. Meteorologist Adam Burniston joining us now from Hamburg Pavilion. Adam, here we are talking about a little bit of melting today on the pavement. Now we got to be on guard for some black ice, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right, Chris. It's what we saw last night into even this morning with all those issues of black ice, slick roadways, and now that issue going to become a hazard again for tonight and into Tuesday morning. What we're seeing right now, at least here in Hamburg, I'm at the corner of Man-O-War and Sir Barton Way. We've just been seeing some more fine snowflakes out there for now. From time to time, a little bit bigger, heavy snowflakes. But as you mentioned, the main issue is that roadways I'm seeing are still damp in areas. So all of that wetness, as temperatures keep dropping through the 20s, will just freeze, and then any snow we get will fall on top of that. So a lot of black ice may even become hidden later tonight into early tomorrow morning. So that's something to watch out for, and we'll keep an eye on it for you throughout the night. Live in Hamburg, meteorologist Adam Burniston. Back to you, Chris.
All right, Adam, stay safe out there, and we'll check back in if conditions warrant. And here we are, as Adam mentioned, with that temperature that is below. We've stayed in the upper 20s all day. 28 right now, Lexington. Winds out of the northwest, 13, so it continues to feel like 17 degrees. So the snow bands have been a little more prominent across eastern Kentucky so far on the afternoon. You can see this action, but notice now we're starting to see a little streamer developing. Mount Olivet, Carlisle toward Owingsville, Mount Sterling, some of that toward Richmond. But look what is developing now north of Cincinnati, north of the Kings Island area. See all that snow around Dayton and back toward Columbus? This actually goes toward Lima, Toledo, Cleveland. All of that with the flow around low pressure is going to actually be coming back into central and eastern Kentucky. So that's why we're talking about a renewed potential for slick travel and even snow-covered roads again from the middle part of the evening into the wee hours of the morning. So, guys, we'll be on guard for that. And the extended forecast has some of the coldest air we've seen around here in several years showing up. We'll talk about the polar vortex in a few.
All right. Sounds serious. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. For the third straight week, Kentucky continued to see cases of COVID-19 decrease.
Governor Andy Beshear announced just over 1,600 new cases today and 35 more deaths. The death toll is now up to 3,780, and more than 364,000 cases have been reported since the start of the pandemic. The positivity rate remains under 9% today. Kentucky is preparing to open 4 regional vaccination sites tomorrow.
Governor Beshear updated us on the state's vaccine rollout. Our Shelby Smithson is live from the state capitol tonight with details. Shelby?
Well, the governor reported that this is the 4th straight week where Kentucky has vaccinated more people than the number of doses it has received, and the state's distribution capacity is only expected to grow because, as you mentioned, the first Kroger regional site will open up at the Kentucky Horse Park tomorrow. Secretary Jim Gray had some reminders for those who have an appointment scheduled for tomorrow. Be sure to bring an ID and wait inside of your car until 5 minutes before your scheduled time. He cautioned it could take up to a half hour to get your vaccine, and he's asking for people's patience. Now, of course, those regional sites will focus on the priority population of people 70 and older, but the governor also gave an update on the Phase 1B group of K through 12 school personnel.
In K through 12, we will have everyone who wanted a vaccine will have been vaccinated with their first dose by the end of this week. We are on track to be the fastest state to vaccinate our educators, which we believe is going to allow us to, right now, most of our schools do have some in-person learning, but significantly expand that. And that is going to be the expectation.
Now, we are expecting another update on additional high-capacity vaccine sites like the one at the Kentucky Horse Park planned in the COVID briefing on Thursday. Live at the state capitol, Shelby Smithson, WKYT.
Shelby, thank you. Many of you have told us how frustrated you are trying to schedule a vaccine appointment. It's an issue AARP's Kentucky chapter is trying to help with. WKYT's Victor Puente looks at how Kentucky's system compares to neighboring states.
Health officials have told us the biggest issue when it comes to getting people vaccinated is the limited supply of that vaccine. But for some, figuring out how to sign up is almost as big a hurdle. The president of the Kentucky chapter of the AARP told me she and her husband had no issues with getting the vaccine, but she's heard from others who didn't have such smooth sailing.
There has been confusion, and I personally have connected with families on Facebook. You know, where can I sign up to get my mom and dad's vaccine?
Because the federal government never created a national plan, the sign-up process varies from state to state. Kentucky's vaccine website lists dozens of locations, and it's up to users to figure out which one works best for them, then register through that organization. Whitaker said she thinks that offers some advantages if you can get the shot locally.
My thoughts are that our local folks are going to trust our local folks.
Several surrounding states have similar programs, with Ohio, Virginia, and Missouri all directing people to register with a local entity to be notified. In Tennessee, you register at a local place through the state's website. But in Indiana and Illinois, there's one portal for everyone to sign up through. West Virginia also has everyone in the state register through one website. They were the only state not to take part in the federal rollout for long-term care facilities, instead using independent pharmacies. Looking at the number of people vaccinated, Kentucky's almost at the bottom of our neighboring states. But if you look at the percentage of population that's had their first shot, we're basically in the middle. Only West Virginia has been able to break away from the pack, something the state has received national recognition for. So for the seniors trying to sign up in Kentucky, it appears they'll need the same patience as others across the country.
You know, I have Ohio County friends that are in Florida, and they're having big issues down there as well.
In Lexington, Victor Puente, WKYT.
AARP is planning a telephone town hall about the COVID vaccine on February 11th. It's open to all Kentuckians, and we'll have the number in this story on WKYT.com.
Two more Kentuckians are now facing charges following the riot at the U.S. Capitol on January 6th.
Dalton Crace and Troy Williams were both arrested in Lexington. They're facing federal charges, and they appeared in court this afternoon. WKYT's Grayson Passmore has details.
The FBI reportedly found out about Crace and Williams' presence at the Capitol riots from Facebook posts from their friend. Now the two face several felony charges. According to a tweet from FBI Louisville, Crace and Williams could be facing charges including aiding and abetting, unlawful entry on restricted grounds, and violent entry or disorderly conduct on Capitol grounds. Here you can see pictures of Crace inside the Capitol building and Williams here right outside an entrance. Crace told the FBI he and Williams approached the U.S. Capitol grounds. Crace then said they both entered the Capitol building with several others after the riots started. According to the report, Williams says he told Crace they'd leave if, quote, people start fighting the cops and getting crazy. Crace reportedly said he thought it was dumb they went in, further saying, quote, I was breaking the law by being in the Capitol building, but it didn't register with me. Along with those statements, Crace also told the FBI he and Williams were not a part of any of the vandalism. In Lexington, Grayson Passmore, WKYT.
A Lexington man shot outside City Center in downtown Lexington last night has died. The Fayette County coroner identified him as 22-year-old Lonnie Oxendine. His family says that he was an up-and-coming rapper who was outside the Marriott Hotel shooting a music video. They say his sister, cousins, and 2-year-old son were with him at the time.
It was a safe place for him to be with his dad. Nobody would thought that violence would go down. You know, he was with his dad while he was working.
Police have not released any details on a suspect. They're asking anyone with information to please come forward and give them a call.
A Jessamine County business says hurdles on Facebook have kept them from growing. They say the site's community guidelines are a double standard.
A little snow across the area tonight. Then we're going to focus on what may be a bitterly cold Super Bowl weekend. Can we get a little snow with that? We'll show you in just a moment.
Injured, our America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Prices are dropping at Don Franklin Somerset Kia. Lease the all-new 2021 Kia Soul LX for only $169 per month, $29.24 due at signing. Or drive away in the all-new 2021 Kia Forte FE for as low as $16,355. Hurry into Don Franklin Kia now at stoplight number 2 in Somerset.
I was so tired of being tired.
I wasted a whole decade 50 pounds overweight.
No matter your reason, Ageless Center offers a safe and effective way to lose 3 to 5 pounds each week. Call right now for your free consultation and receive $100 off your lifetime membership.
The Warby Parker virtual try-on is perfect. Like, they look like they're on my face. Like, look at this.
I can actually virtually try it on, swipe, and switch.
That was so easy. They make it so fun and fabulous.
Sticky notes are part of our daily lives. And people have found some pretty creative uses for them. As Kentucky's insurance company, we appreciate the resourcefulness and the fact that billions of sticky notes are made each year right here in the Commonwealth. And we think that's something Kentuckians find pretty noteworthy. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Your favorite candy bar is now a vitamin. A delicious chocolatey bite supercharged with vitamin D, zinc for immune defense, plus antioxidants like vitamins A, C, and E to stay strong. My Bite is the sweet indulgence your body deserves. Yum! My Bite vitamins. Health made happy. Find us in the vitamin aisle.
Has your loved one been abused in a nursing home? Bed sores, broken bones, dehydration, and malnutrition are all signs of abuse. Call Hughes & Coleman, 800-800-4600.
Prices are dropping at Don Franklin Ford. Drive away in the all-new 2021 Ford Explorer for as low as $32,602. Or save over $12,000 on the all-new 2020 F-150, now as low as $37,705. Save thousands at Don Franklin Ford today.
A priority of my life has always been being fit and working out with my daughter. As we was working out, I noticed that I was only hearing bits and pieces of what she was saying. So I went to Bluegrass Hearing Clinic and had my hearing checked, and I'm so glad that I did. They was able to fit me with hearing aids that's barely visible, and now I'm no longer missing any conversations.
See more at bluegrasshearing.com.
WKYT First Alert Weather Day is going to roll on through tonight into early tomorrow with some additional rounds of snow on the way to central and eastern Kentucky. Again, right at 2 inches of snow so far on the day in Lexington. We'll add to that coming up a little later this evening when another band arrives from the north. Live look toward our WKYT Weather Garden. Kind of a picturesque shot here behind the station with that snow on the ground. 28 feels like 17. Gusty winds out of the northwest right now. Here's the view from the city of Moorhead. We've had some on and off light snows over the past couple of hours. That snow will increase. About the Mountain Parkway, cameras showing how the shoulders on the parkway are snow covered, and at times we've had a little snow that has been covering part of the ground there. 9 different sky cams from across the area. All right, 8. Come on, Frankfurt. You got to get with the program here. 8 different sky cams across the region showing the snowy scenes. We'll watch those cams across the east where the snows will continue to add up over the next several hours. Winter weather advisory is out for central and eastern Kentucky, and it's the eastern part of the state where another 1, 2, or 3 inches of snow will set up shop tonight. You get along and west of 75, maybe upwards of an inch or so additional snow in Lexington. Coatings all the way back toward Interstate 65. Mountains of southeastern Kentucky likely to do pretty well in a setup like this tonight and even into tomorrow. So we're not looking toward the west. All right, you're going to look toward Ohio, going to look toward Cincinnati, Dayton, Columbus for snow to come into Kentucky. We're seeing those bands that have been across the eastern part of the state putting it down, coating some roads, and we're going to cover some roads before all is said and done because those snows are going to really thicken up on the radar picture. Notice Lexington, we're trying to see that band increasing a little bit, but we're going to look toward Dayton and Cincinnati out of Lexington for the snows coming in here. And you've got that snow right on top of the Kings Island area that is southbound on Interstate 75. Snow toward Cleveland, all of this going around low pressure, so it's coming at us from a counterclockwise flow. That big storm system is off the northeastern seaboard right now, and that's producing a monster snowstorm for places like New York City. We'll take a little bit of a break. We get a cold front in with some rain and snow Thursday night, Friday. We'll focus on the weekend, though. It could be an extreme-looking setup for much of the country. Around here, we're going to get an Arctic front in here Saturday evening and Saturday night. Question is, does that front just make its way on through with a quick-hitting band of 1 to 3 inch snows, or does it have low pressure along it? If it has low pressure with it, like this model, which is the European, this would become a headline maker not only across the Ohio Valley and Kentucky, but for the eastern half of the country again. That would have winds greater than 30 or 40 miles an hour with it on Sunday. Then as that makes its way on through, there could be another system that tries to come in here a few days behind that. But the setup, regardless of whether or not you're talking about a little snow or big snow Sunday or Monday, is going to turn bitterly cold. You're going to see or hear the term polar vortex again, and it's going to get into the Great Lakes. And what that's going to do, it's essentially bringing the North Pole, kiddos, into the United States. Look at the wind chill forecast from a computer model. And I've got every computer model that I have showing similar views. This would be Super Bowl Sunday. Look at the wind chill Super Bowl Sunday afternoon into Sunday night and Monday morning. This runs out of color here across parts of the Ohio Valley. I know, stupid cold, right? Now, that's just a computer model, so we'll see as we get closer. But odds favor, guys, a major Arctic attack this weekend.
Well, Chris says that he has run out of color and polar vortex in the same
it's
weather
serious,
forecast.
Right?
It's just drop the mic time.
That's right.
I'm concerned.
He's gone. All right, thanks.
Content moderation on Facebook has gained a lot of attention recently, but one Jessamine County company says they've been fighting it for years.
Kentucky CBD Pharmacy has repeatedly faced restrictions after a number of their posts were taken down. But the owner says the community standards they're accused of violating are double standards. And it's not the first time they've had problems with the platform. This time, though, WKYT investigative reporter Garrett Weimer got results for them.
Even with signs and steady traffic on 27, for Kentucky CBD Pharmacy, it can still be hard sometimes to get customers' attention.
We can get a store right on the main drag. We can get 30,000 cars passing a day. But when it comes down to it, a lot more people is going to see you staring at their phone than passing you on the highway. And that's just fact.
Owner Robert Matheny says his business, like many others, relies on social media to market, especially with the coronavirus cutting down on customers.
How important is it that you have this tool to be able to use?
We had to shutter our business for 2 months. We took on doing nothing but deliveries and mail order, and the bill still had to get paid.
That's where clicks and views and shares go a long way. Instead, they've faced 3-day bans on Facebook, been locked from inviting people to like their page, and unable to sponsor posts to get more eyes on their products, all after having a couple posts taken down, supposedly, for violating community standards.
They're community standards for a reason. We follow them. We'd like to know why everybody else doesn't have to, though. We're a small business surviving through a pandemic, and it'd be really nice to have that standard rather than a double standard.
The standards say we try to enforce our policies as consistently as possible.
That's basically all we're looking at there.
Yet it doesn't take long on Facebook to find companies who are able to advertise CBD and hemp-based products.
I can't understand how my page is constantly restricted.
Matheny has appealed the restrictions and asked for help.
Multiple times, trying to get a response from them.
And they said?
Nothing. Not a word. Exact same business, exact same products, exact same everything.
So I reached out, echoing Matheny's concerns and asking,
can you clarify or provide us with a statement in response?
A Facebook spokesperson did respond. She told me in an email, we reviewed the page and have removed restrictions which were placed on the page in error. Matheny told me after that he was able to invite people to like his page again, but he still couldn't sponsor posts like so many other companies can.
And we just released it like last week.
Matheny says limitations on his account have made it hard for him to compete with other companies advertising hemp-based products on the platform. It's why he asked for clarity and consistency.
This is our livelihood. We don't have anything to fall back on. We're here to help people. If the people don't know we're here, we can't help them. That's just basic math.
There's clearly a market out there for the products. Despite the hurdles, Kentucky CBD Pharmacy has grown, quadrupled, Matheny says, in the 2.5 years they've been in business.
Most likely better than that. But I know if we had the proper means to advertise, it would be a lot more than that.
But if they're going to keep these doors open,
we want that ability.
In Jessamine County, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
CBD Pharmacy and similar companies have faced hurdles from both Facebook and credit card services. We'll have more on those issues tonight on The Breakdown at 7 on the CW Lexington.
Brian's up next, and two of the hottest basketball teams in the country are right here in Central and Eastern Kentucky.
Between them, Morehead State and EKU have won 17 games in a row. We've got some personnel updates on both of those teams, and for the Cats, it is game on against Missouri, just not on Tuesday.
WKYT First Alert Weather is brought to you by West Shore Home.
At Don Franklin, we're making it even easier to sell your vehicle with Franklin Fast Cash. Click on Franklin Fast Cash, enter your information, schedule your appointment, and get an instant cash offer for your vehicle. Franklin Fast Cash. Fast, easy, instant cash offer for your vehicle.
I came home from work on a Monday. I started having some symptoms of heartburn. As the night continued, my wife and I decided that we would go to ARH.
And the doctor said, we need to do open heart surgery on him. And they took him to surgery.
Being able to spend time with my grandson, my wife, and my daughter, whether it's a day or a year, those doctors and nurses made it possible for me, and I'll forever be grateful.
Everyone's buzzing about buying local. With the recent bee shortage, I'm keeping a colony of bees right in my backyard. The bees that made this honey were cared for and given the attention they needed. That's why UK Federal Credit Union should be your local bank.
This is not breakfast. It's a sad, lukewarm compromise wrapped in disappointment. Now this is breakfast, the DQ Real Breakfast, with warm, fluffy biscuits baked daily, covered in thick country-style gravy, and served with 2 Purnell sausage patties hot off the griddle. instead of whatever this is. And right now, you can get all this for less than $4. Now this is breakfast. DQ. Happy tastes good.
Prices are dropping at Don Franklin Lexington Buick GMC. Drive away in the all-new 2020 Encore GX as low as $18,995, or save up to $10,700 off MSRP on the all-new 2020 GMC Terrain. Save today at Don Franklin Lexington Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
This does not look like a discount sofa.
It's not. Everything I sell is quality furniture, and I give you a discount. Bob's discount.
Interesting. I'll remember this for as long as I live.
Bob, you look so young.
Do you remember?
It's not discount furniture. It's quality furniture at a discount.
Bob's discount.
Get Bob's discount!
Only at Bob's Discount Furniture.
Closed captioning on WKYT is sponsored by Cumberland Valley National Bank.
The news today appears promising for the basketball Wildcats. Tuesday's game with Missouri will now be played Wednesday night. As you know, the Cats canceled their matchup with Texas on Friday. The day before, UK was to meet the Longhorns in the SEC Big 12 Challenge. UK went into a 48-hour pause of activities due to a positive case and then the subsequent contact tracing and quarantine. So instead of Tuesday, the Cats are scheduled to play Missouri Wednesday night in Columbia on ESPN2. It is a good news, bad news deal for our two local OVC representatives. First, the good news, dealing with John I. Broome of Morehead State for the 5th time this season. The 5th time. The 6'10 rookie is the OVC Freshman of the Week. On Saturday, Broome helping the Eagles to their 9th consecutive victory with 22 points and a career-high 13 rebounds and a win at Tennessee Tech. Broome had 11 points, 6 boards, and a 19-point win at Jacksonville State. Now for some of the tough news for the EKU men's basketball program. We have confirmed with head coach A.W. Hamilton, Jamaru Brown will miss the remainder of the season. The Richmond Register was the first to report the news. Brown had successful surgery last week on his shoulder. The star guard playing in only 4 games this season, averaging 12 points. EKU off to a 13-2 start, visits Jacksonville State tomorrow night. A Monday matinee at the Yum Center. Louisville hosting Georgia Tech. Cardinals up big in the second half. Samuel Williamson coming off the bench scores 20 points for the River City Redbirds. Then check out the touch pass from Williamson to Gabe Wisnitzer. That's of the 7-foot Wisnitzers from South Carolina. Louisville up 18, under 20 seconds to go. David Johnson beats the shot clock with the 3, leading all scorers with 24. Louisville coast to a 74-58 win. Last Friday, Danville football coach Clay Clevenger was fired after 8 seasons on the job. The reason given was to, quote, go in a different direction. Since then, there have been a considerable amount of unhappy admirals in Titletown in the last 72 hours. In fact, an online petition has started, and it is gaining a lot of momentum with, at last count, 500 signatures just in the last day. Clevenger led Danville to a 2016 state runner-up finish, 2017 state championship. The Ads were 14-17 the last 3 seasons, but 65-32 overall during his tenure. We got a glimpse, only a glimpse, of what he could do last year, but today, UK sophomore outfielder John Rhodes named preseason 3rd-team All-American by Baseball America, D1 Baseball, and Collegiate Baseball. The 2020 National Co-Freshman of the Year, batting .426 with 11 runs, 26 hits, 10 doubles, a triple, a homer, 19 RBI. Kentucky is set to open the 2021 season February 19th at North Carolina. Let's hope we have some good weather and some good health for a baseball season. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Take the news with you on the WKYT News app, on your streaming device, and on your radio at 98.1 The Bull.
Rally's has a new Pick 2 for 3 deal. Mix and match any 2 from the Rally Burger, the Spicy Chicken Sandwich, the Crispy Fish Sandwich, or a Chili Dog for just $3. With this $3 deal, any pairing is a total win. The Pick 2 for 3 deal, only at Rally's. Get Rally's delivered.
Prices are dropping at Don Franklin Nissan in Somerset. Get the all-new 2020 Sentra as low as $16,878, or lease the all-new 2021 Altima for $239 per month. Hurry into Don Franklin Somerset Nissan, now between stoplights 16 and 17 in Somerset.
Crust is the most important part of stuffed crust. It's half the name. Papa John's crust is made from 6 simple ingredients. 7 if you count all this cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
The right time for me is when my health became a real concern.
I kept losing the same 10 pounds over and over.
None of my clothes fit. None.
Your right time is personal, but at Ageless, great results are universal. We've helped thousands meet their weight loss goal. Call right now for your free consultation and receive $100 off your lifetime membership.
I called Ageless today because now is the right time.
Now is the right time.
Is it your right time?
Arby's, 2 for $6. Every day, turkey, Swiss, vegetables. 2 of those things for just $6. Arby's, we have the meats.
Prices are dropping at Don Franklin Hyundai. Save thousands on all new 2020 Hyundai models left in stock. We have the largest Hyundai inventory in the state. Come experience the difference at Kentucky's #1 Hyundai dealer 7 years in a row. Don Franklin Hyundai.
The frigid nights ahead can be the hardest on the people most in need. So tonight on The Breakdown, we're talking live with Jenny Ramsey from the Catholic Action Center in Lexington.
All right, and before we go, we've been talking about it all day, Chris, but we could see some more snow tonight, and people need to take it easy out there on the roads.
Yeah, we're looking to the north, Amber, for those snows to increase. See this band around Covington, Cincinnati dropping on in. We'll track the accumulations and have the latest for you tonight at 11. We'll see